In late 2024, a series of brutal killings in Nairobi shocked the nation and raised serious questions about identity fraud, cross-border crime, and policing systems in Kenya. In the center of this case is one man, Hashim, a suspect linked to the murder of 4 women, including his own girlfriend. The crime spanned multiple counties, involved careful planning, and left investigators piecing together a trail that crossed borders and identities. This is the Eastleigh serial murder investigation. Little is publicly known about Hashim Dagon. He is believed to be a Somali national who had also obtained a Kenyan identity card under a different name. Investigators say he moved quietly, rarely attracting attention, and lived a life marked by secrecy. He reportedly had past military-style training in Ethiopia and multiple official documents, raising questions about how deeply he may have embedded himself into different communities. To neighbors, he appeared calm. To authorities, he was almost invisible. But beneath that quiet exterior, something far more dangerous was unfolding. On the night of October 21, 2024, 3 women, a mother, her daughter, and a young niece, were seen on CCTV leaving their apartment building in Eastleigh. A silver Nissan Note, registration KDQ 718Y, had pulled up outside. The women entered the vehicle willingly. There were no signs of struggle. What followed remains one of the most disturbing sequences of events Nairobi has seen in years. By morning, bodies began appearing in different locations. One in Machakos County. One in the Bahati area of Nairobi. One in a secluded thicket. All were confirmed to be the Eastleigh family. According to investigators, the murders were extremely violent, involving multiple stab wounds and signs of torture. The brutality suggested planning, not impulse. As officers examined Dagon's movements, a new lead emerged, one that widened the scope of the investigation. A body had been discovered earlier at Langata Cemetery. The victim was identified as Decca, believed to have been the suspect's girlfriend. Her killing bore the marks of intense violence, indicating deep emotional involvement. Investigators concluded she was murdered before the Eastleigh triple homicide, making her the first victim in the sequence. Suddenly, the case shifted from a single incident to the possibility of a serial killer operating across Nairobi. Detectives used CCTV footage, mobile phone data, and fuel station records to reconstruct Dagon's movements. At a petrol station in Eastleigh River, he was recorded fueling the Nissan Note at around 3 a.m. A simple fuel receipt became one of the most important pieces of evidence in the case, mapping his travel route on the night of the murders. Additional CCTV footage from parklands showed the car reversing over an object on the ground, twice. Investigators believe this object was one of the victims. These pieces of evidence established a consistent pattern linking Dagon to multiple murder sites. After a week-long manhunt, police traced the suspect to Kamukunji in Nairobi. He did not resist arrest. Authorities cited concerns about his multiple identities, potential ability to flee across borders, and the severity of the charges. As a result, he was detained for extended questioning. In court, prosecutors presented CCTV footage, forensic evidence, and a detailed timeline linking the suspect to the victims. One of the most disturbing pieces shown in court was the clip of the Nissan Note reversing repeatedly at the parklands location. The prosecution described the killings as premeditated and systematic. Dagon pleaded not guilty. As the case continues, several questions remain unanswered. How did one man obtain multiple official IDs? Why did the victims enter his car without resistance? Were there other victims before Decca? How deep were his connections across borders? What is clear is that 4 women lost their lives brutally, and the communities in Nairobi, Eastleigh, and beyond continue to seek justice and answers. This investigation is ongoing, but the Eastleigh serial murder case has already exposed systemic vulnerabilities in identity systems, community safety, and cross-border criminal movement. For continued coverage on true crime investigations across East Africa, subscribe to this channel and stay informed.
روحنا للسن